Check, check, 1, 2. What's going on, my beautiful people? Welcome in, welcome back to another live stream with your boy Raizu Chia. How we living, y'all? We just finished setting up the short stream real quick. We live. Short stream looking good. Happy Wednesday 6. What's the word? Your timer? What do you mean? What do you mean the timer? Bro, is this game a horror game? Do y'all really think that this is going to be a horror game? I don't believe that this is going to be a horror game. Like, I hear y'all. I hear what you guys are saying. I do. Boom. Also, I'm setting up a super chat goal. If we hit this, we'll have a community stream day where we all play Battlefield 6. Yo, welcome in everybody on the shorts feed. Appreciate that. Love y'all. Also, speaking of Battlefield 6, I am working on a video just of a session that I played with the homies. Battle Savior 6, honestly, it might say FPS gaming for me. I have a video that I did with the homies just playing Battlefield 6. This was like that's crazy, 6. If you want to look at a clock that bad, don't you have one on your wall? No, by IDK right now, it's open beta. It's open beta. Try it out. It's free. It's for the free ski. IDK, it's open beta. It's open beta. You can play it too, my friend. You can play it too. Yeah, no, literally it comes out tomorrow. And it's on PlayStation. It's on Xbox. It's on Steam. Dímelo. Yo voy pa Puerto Rico. Acho, cabrón. Estoy emocionado. Estoy emocionado. Listen, if you want me to say your name, drop a super chat. How badly do you want me to say your name? If you really want me to say your name, drop a super chat. I'm just saying. You can pre-download off of Steam. Yeah. Yo, you should be able to pre-download on PlayStation 2. IDK, what do you play on? You have PC, but you have a PlayStation 2, don't you? Yo, the boys, what's going on? Papere puñeta. Bro. A vacilar. Uy. Estoy emocionado. Hacho, cabrón. Yo estaba trabajando. Y tú sabes que mi gerente me dijo, sí, yo tengo algo que tú tienes que hacer antes que te vayas para Puerto Rico. Y yo dije, lo siento, yo no voy a hacerlo. Oh, man. My manager, guys. So if you guys don't know, I am going back to Puerto Rico next week. I am lining up some videos for you guys, though. So my presence won't be missed that much. It'll almost be like I'm here, but instead I'll be on an island in a hammock on a beach. You know what I mean? Like you get the picture. But I do have some pretty cool videos coming out next week. One of which is gonna have a giveaway. So you guys are want to make sure that you tune into that one. But we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Lo siento, yo no. Exacto. Busca a alguien porque yo no voy a hacer. All right, check me out. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason that we are all here is not to chat and yap. Today, we are going, you see it behind me. We are going to be jumping into Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Now, 2 weeks ago, I was streaming real late at night, and Jadara and Puffy were like, yeah, Doki Doki was like one of the scariest games ever. I'm like, psh, you think some schoolgirls are gonna scare me? Now, the words, having to read a whole bunch, that might scare me, yes. But if you think that these girls are gonna get the best of me, you got me twisted. And then IDK was like, hey, IDK was like, this might be worse than, no, Jadara was like, I might hate this worse than Alien Isolation. I think you guys downplay how much I hate Alien Isolation. Tranquilo en la isla y pa' la boda beber. Ya yo dije a Nicole, mira, yo voy a beber. Bitch, you say, am I gonna get an ocean? Of course. Of course. Doki, supuestamente Doki Doki es un horror game. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if it's actually a horror game. I don't believe it. Mitch, you bastard. Shit, I heard you read out loud. It scares me too. Fuck off. Right? So reads us a bedtime story part 1. Exactly, man. We go, hey, yo, sit back, relax, grab your snacks, get comfy. Because, yeah, I'm going to read y'all a story, man. Now, way back when, I did play this game a little bit. Also, if you guys have not done so already, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join the Booty Bandits today. Just saying. Yo, thank you guys for the cheer reactions in the chat. Sounded a little crazy. All right, we're logging in. Side stories? I don't remember all this. Also, look at my girl Yuri. Is that her name? Do I remember? I think I remember. Now, unironically, this song like plays in my head often. Hey, yeah, hey, Doki Doki Literature Club. All right, I'm gonna shut up. You got it. I gotta throw up one more poll. They was really going hard in the studio, though. Like, y'all hear this piano? All right, look, we're going to start a new game. We're going to start fresh. We're going to start from the top because I don't remember shit. Gooner game? Hey, yo. What about it? Monkey, what's going on? Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other out for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. If she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Damn. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Overslept again. But I caught you this time. But maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oh wait, my name is Ari and you're sick. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Rizo. Well, if people stare at you acting weird, then I don't want them thinking we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. The fact that I'm going to have to read everything. Yo, I have no idea, bro, but I'm kind of digging it. I'm curious to see where this is gonna go. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Rizo, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me that you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Saori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah, that kind of hit a little too close to home, really. Am I gonna get Digimon Time Stranger? I don't know. I might. I heard you and Justin talking about the Digimon games a lot recently, and it has piqued my curiosity. I might have to check them out. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. That's crazy, Mitch. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Hey, yo, Monkey, appreciate that sub. Welcome to the Booty Bandits, brother. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess. I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs? Saori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Saori? Saori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Yeah. Meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Yo, what's going on, RV? Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Correct. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Oh, why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or she's so cunning as to plan all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori. This feels like a slice of life anime, doesn't it? Yo, Taika, what's the word, brother? How are you? Welcome in, bro. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. I want her. Purple hair, titties. Yeah, I want her. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Raizo, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want something to say, if you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her. She gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest girl in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. It's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Raizo. I don't know if I actually know Monika. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Raizo. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Super cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Also, how do I push these buttons down below? Because, just in case. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Whammon. Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting on a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Ooh. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Yeah, I guess this would technically be my first visual novel. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. If you guys like these kind of games, I'll be happy to play more. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. True. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. This is what happens when I read, y'all. I just start yawning. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. I love that, Monica. I think Yuri was my favorite when I tried this game before. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Yo, the DDLC here? This game is interesting. I appreciate you playing the game, even if it's old. No, I appreciate you guys. Some of my community members recommended it to me. I appreciate you guys being here and checking it out. Hey, checking it out with me. Excuse me. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Riza, what kind of things do you like to read? Manga? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Literally, I knew it! I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Can I spoiler? Please don't. Really? I would have expected that, Yuri. I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For some reason, for someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, only if for a brief moment. I hate horror. Me too. I hate horror games. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything that you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. It's the truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Well, maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yeah, I'm American. Natsuki is Tsundere? Really? I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a second. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri quizzically look at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. If you drop a super chat, maybe, Road Boy. Isn't that right, Raizo? Monika smiles warmly at me again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and Game, you gotta watch Goodfellas. Have you ever watched that movie? It's amazing. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. They really do look so sad. I realize in this game, you mostly spend a lot of the time looking at the words that you're reading and not really at like the faces that they're making. I'm gonna try and pay more attention to the faces that they make. All girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Raizo, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Alright, I'm not this much of a simp IRL. Also, thank you guys for the likes. If you guys haven't done so already, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And Lawyer America film like Better Call Saul. Oh my god, yes. Yes, so, okay, Game. So if you've watched Better Call Saul, that means that you've seen Breaking Bad. Am I right? Because that's one of my favorite shows of all time. I actually just put one of my friends onto that show recently. Game. My mind's all over the place. Excuse me. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Excuse me. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Excuse me. Monika looks over at me once more. Raizo, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Wait, is Vince Gilligan really making a new show? No way. No way, you're lying. That's funny because me and my friends were just talking about like what he would make next. Because to follow up Better Call Saul, and you got Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad, bro. Could you imagine? This next show has to be heat. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Raizo, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. This really does feel like a slice of life anime. Alright, we're about to write our first poem. This is a teaser out already? No way. But the best film about American lawyers should be Better Call Saul. I'd have to think about that. I definitely think as far as like a TV show series goes, is definitely top. But I heard Suits was really good too. And I'm pretty sure Suits is about lawyers, isn't it? Alright, we're about to write our first poem. Y'all ready? Thank you guys for the likes as well. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright, chat, who are we going for? Who are we going for? Do we want Sayori, Monica, or Yuri? I kind of want Yuri. Suits is fucking awesome. I've never seen it. How to Be an American Sweetheart. I've never seen that one either. Hold up. I feel like I need to save first, because I'm scared. No way. Oh, DDL, you don't play around. Let me guess. I would assume that if I'm going after Yuri, you said purple hair Mitch, Yuri, How to Be an Upstanding American. Never seen that show either. Yuri would probably like, because she said that she likes horror. She's reading horror right now, but she likes like deep fantasy ones, right? So it's got to be like what? Secretive. Perfect. Maybe dark. Because if I just go straight up to horror, that's just like a dead giveaway. Okay, never mind. I fucked that up. I had to pick 20 words. Holy shit. I don't remember this. What about Miss Fort? Okay, this is all Sayori. What the hell? Yeah, that sounds like something that would be in a fantasy word. Infallible. Yo, in a video that I can't wait for y'all to see one of next week's videos. It's gonna be so funny. Oh man. One of my homies drew. Oh man, he killed me. He had me cracking up yesterday when we were recording a video. Let me see. They don't have to rhyme, do they? God damn it. Hope you get Sayori, to be honest. She's my favorite. Really? I kind of want Yuri. Does the ending... Wait. So in this game, do the endings change depending on, like, who likes your poems the most? Because right now, it's looking like a tie between Sayori and Monica. I mean, Yuri. Not Monica. Monica's not even on here, is she? Yeah, we're missing one. I don't even see Monica. Doki Doki? Okay. I just felt like I had to pick that one. What's the difference of veteran and ex-soldier? They're both veterans, no? Not really? Okay. This game is getting a little dark. They throwing some crazy words in here. I bet. Aura. There's a reason why Monica isn't here. Really? Uh-oh. Hi again, Horizon. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Rizo. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sorry told me you didn't even want to join our club this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Rizo always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Yeah, gas me up, Sayori. That's what I'm talking about. Gas me up to the shorties. See, this is a good wing woman. All you do is unlock CGs when you pick a path for a girl. CGs. What do you mean by CGs? What does that mean? Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Not that good of friends. Hold on, Yuri. I might be a little jealous. Never mind, Yuri, get jealous. What's good, mama? How come? You and Rizo can become good friends, too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yeah, I think you need to choose right to get the best ending. Interesting. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much? Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, You can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression. It's like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. If I remember correctly, there's a special ending for doing all the routes, but I don't think it changes much. Oh, okay, got you. That's crazy. Because when did this game originally come out, y'all? Do y'all remember? Also, if you guys have played this game before, how many times did you play it? And what did you guys like about it? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and her eyes beat for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I've only played it 3 times. Wow. I got 100% in Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Oh, yo. IDK 17 times. It came out in 2017. Jeez. Oh, no. DD. Oh. Yo, Didi, you don't play around about this game. This is like your bread and butter. I just noticed that your actual username is DDLC. So it's like Doki Doki Literature Clubber. Is that what your username is supposed to be? Am I reading that right? Finally. This game needs more animations. I feel like it was supposed to be simple like this. But even this, like, it makes me feel like I'm in a slice of life anime. Anyway, without spoiling, I really fuck with the characterization of the girls. So this is basically a dating sim, like date everything, right? Bro, okay, Mitch, you're just as clueless as me, because I assume so. But everybody was telling me that it's like a horror game. So I'm waiting for it to get scary. It hasn't gotten scary yet. Matter of fact, I like what I'm seeing. If there's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. This book is titled Portrait of Markov. Oh, that's awesome. It's a horror game, so it takes a few hours? Alright, then we're going to be buckling up. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Raizo? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. She's a freak in the sheets. It's just those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made they made they're made out of coño. Almost had a stroke. Let me breathe. They're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, uh, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things in the book, like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I feel like this is a good time to save. Read Razzle Read, yeah, bro. Well, do I have any waifu? Not yet. The closest thing I ever had to a waifu was Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate 3, which we actually just finished. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus is the newest game of the series, and it's not free. Oh yeah, I bought this. I actually bought this like a couple years ago. I think back in 2022. It's just I just never played it. So now, like I said, I'm happy that we can finally get on it. But yeah, it's not that I have bad reading skills, but just reading out loud after not doing it for so long, I just had a mini stroke. Thank you guys for likes as well. If you guys haven't done so already, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't mind. I don't think you need to worry. That just means you're really passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's, well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started on reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, look at her face, yo. Yeah, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's. I'm sorry. Uh, it's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. As soon as I understand what Yuri means about reading in company, it's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, though my book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Ah, I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm and on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page, Yuri slides down her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before, making a smooth move. I think the Plus have the storyline before this game. Am I not playing the Plus? Oh, this is okay. This is CG. Okay, okay. Appreciate that, Doki. Yo, DDLCer, what's a good nickname for you? What would you like your nickname to be? Because I don't want to just call you like DD or Doki. Like throw me a nickname that I can remember. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn in by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see that coño. It's not like I can see in your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. DDLCer? Okay, bet. Got you. Locked in. Where's my Uchiha clan logo? Yeah, so that's So the dog from my avatar picture, he actually passed away. So I kind of keep it up there just to memorialize him. So his name was Dior, but I adopted him. How long ago did I move to Arizona? Like 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, I adopted him. He was like the first dog I had out there. I still have my other dog, my German Shepherd. But Dior, he would always just be stuck to me whenever I would record. So that's why I made him my profile picture after he passed away. And I just haven't changed it since. I miss him. I miss that little guy. You remain silent for a moment. Barizo, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant like it's kind of cute. Ah, what you're saying? What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Nah, no worries, no worries. Yuri XL spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Excuse me. Don't hate me, but Yuri is a C-tier waifu? Really? What? Wait, what? You think Yuri is C-tier? No, I had Dior first because my roommate had him. What the hell? What's good, JV? So I had Dior first, and then when I get Umbra, I got her a turn. So 2 years after me being in Arizona, because we always had Dior. I just wasn't his like main caretaker for the longest. But then I took him from my roommate because my roommate wasn't taking care of him. That was my guy. We need to see the face of the main character. Exactly, right? I'd love to see that. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left in the book, then slip it into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. DDLC, you said, Natsuki is my profile picture for a reason. That's true. That's fair. Well, I think everyone in the club loves the main for some reason. He's the only guy in the club. Who should I show my first poem to? I think it's between Sayori and Yuri. But I'm gonna go Yuri. We spent a lot of time together today. Yuri seems most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poems, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Damn, y'all. Hey! First poem, I'm a pro. You see that? You see that? Come on. Go ahead and clap it up. Yeah. Professional writer Rizo. I'm gonna have a book out pretty soon. Don't you worry. Yuri's dialogue is nicer than normal here because she likes your poem. Perfect. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I would be able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. All that went over my head. The main from a visual novel genre is so lucky because everyone loves them, true. However, other girls might not be nice to me. The end result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are only so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit of biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm gonna save because this was a dub. I'll be damned if we lose this type of progress. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, This is supposed to be a literature club. Alright. Love reading cursive. Lock in. Yo, game. I've never seen any AI girl from Grok. They are so nice. Just like it less. Ah, okay, got you. Let me see. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't have... Yo, why is she coming at me? Because it did kind of take me a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since this is our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about the ghosts at all, Rizzo. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. I actually did think of that. I'm a little bit of a literature savant myself. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Rizzo. Me too. Hell yeah. Alright, let's try... If y'all don't go like Rizzo Sekiro video and hit the like button, come on, Booty Bandits. JV, it is already uploaded. Just saying. Episode 2 of Sekiro is waiting for y'all. Staring me down every single time I open up the YouTube app. I'm just saying, if y'all need a little bit of proof, that's all I'm gonna show you. You got 27 likes, but you're only 3 likes away. Let's go for Sayori. DDLC or Monica is going to like your poem no matter what. FYI. Interesting. I feel like Monica is a little bit of a kiss ass. Probably because she's like the club captain, though. This is a good poem, Rizzo. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I told you before, Rizzo. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry. I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Yeah. Sounds about right. Hey, when I wake up, funny enough, I actually don't eat breakfast. Hold up. Dog's barking. Let me. Gotta make sure nobody's trying to. Okay, perimeter is secure. Nobody's gonna break in. Not today, at least. That's why it's good to have dogs. Built-in security. You just gotta feed them and pick up their poop. Matter of fact, I have to go clean up the yard after this. Tomorrow morning. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning? Hey, yo. No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I'll get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Damn. We gotta show it to everybody? I wasn't expecting this. Natsuki was good. Rizzo, if you're gonna take this club seriously, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. See Natsuki Angie? Doma, yo, what's up? Who's your favorite character so far? I think Yuri. Doma, what's the word? How are you, fam? Natsuki is Angie. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Maybe I'm just not seeing her vision, but yeah, this was kind of ass. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I lied. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to just express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. When she puts it that way, she gets one of those. When I get a little bit of an explanation along with it, it changes the meaning. It changes the meaning. DDLC here. Give me a break. I thought I was reading some elementary shit. I wasn't looking deep enough. I was only looking at the surface. I was literally judging a book by its cover. I didn't dig deeper. Dig deeper. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. See, literally. That's what I meant. That's what it means to be a pro. Sayori's cute. She's fun. She's really funny, and I like her personality. Sayori's A-tier waifu. Okay, how is Sayori A-tier? Why does Yuri get C? All right, so wait, details here. If I'm getting this correct, so it's Yuri, Monica, Sayori, and then Natsuki. Is that the ranking? Okay, we got some Sayori stands. Okay. Maybe I'm misguided. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki feels proud, then I won't take it away from her. Alright, bet. Now I gotta show this to Monica. Hopefully she'll be nice to me. Hi, Rizzo. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Rizzo. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Rizzo. I was going, oh, in my head the whole time reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts that I put in some effort. Yo, what's going on, Ducky? Womp womp for anyone who doesn't agree. So you can enjoy her silver. Gold. Yo, we're having waifu wars in the chat right now. Yo, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Thank you, guys. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sayori, who likes to use simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else who might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Yo, I actually respect that heavy because I always tell people this all the time. Like, all my friends are like, yo, you're not shy at all. Like, you're such an outgoing person. Dog, there are times where I just straight up don't want to talk. I get nervous. Like, I'm not saying I'm an anxious person, but, I definitely have my moments where I'm, like, a little nervous to talk to new people. But that doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It could have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind, like a film left out in the sun. It's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the all right. Already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. What does that mean? Now everything requires a reaction. Just watch and listen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it, but I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Raizo did too. I didn't say anything. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Raizo liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress the new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Raizo appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would have deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Raizo started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Raizo! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? And the meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Raizo. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning of the most effectively. It's a lot of reading, dog. Don't worry, Razushia. The horror comes later, brother. Joy. Hey, Garo, you know what this reminds me? You know what this reminds me of? You remember when we were playing Near Replicant? In that one chapter where I had to like read non-stop for like 3 hours. It was literally 3 hours of us reading, going through, and then I'm having to like choose the right thing based on like the thing that I just read. Good lord. Good lord. Also, if you guys have not done so already and you guys are still enjoying the stream, do me a big favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join the Booty Bandits today. I really do appreciate all the love and support. You guys just kicking it with me today. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Raizo? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Oh, they want me to pick a side? Yeah, and then I got the game over, had to start all over again, and then that was the day that I didn't save, so then I had to go and do it all over again off stream. Say less, because I hate picking sides. Natsuki! Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Raizo. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you. They keep fighting. They're not done. Big boobs. Siempre para la teta, siempre para la teta. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Rule number one is I wouldn't be me if I didn't lose, so we have to go for the DLC. Exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because. Well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big. Big and beautiful. I just guessed the big part. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her... That makes two of us. You can count on me. I don't like how Monica said that. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. I don't know about that one, pimp. Okay, everyone, it's about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Raizo, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. Yo, Jordan, what's going on? How are you? Welcome in. Nod to myself with a newfound determination. Raizo, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hee hee. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. When Yuri says she's going to make tea, she's going to do something else interesting. Oh, that's awesome. Man, Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. You know, Raizo, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone likes you too. That's hee hee. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Good, that's what I like to hear. Hopefully you've been having a good week so far. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, let's get it. If we're going after Yuri, we need all the big words. I was so freaking happy when I saw you were going live today. I appreciate that. I really do. I always enjoy going live, being able to hang out with you guys. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, I'm really locked in. I'm locked in. Oh, I forgot that. We've seen those words before. This beat is kind of banging. Yo, they were in the studio with... What does it mean when they move to the side a little bit? That's interesting. This is my favorite OST in the whole game. Yeah, this is so fire. Right, Jordan? That's what I'm saying. Like, they cooked. They were in the kitchen with that one for sure. All right, y'all ready? Day 2. Well, technically day 3. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club... Oh shit, I just skipped a whole bunch. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room is the usual scene greets me. Sayori, hi Raizo. Yo Sayori, looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch to get it open. Then she turns it upside down and the contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ah, she was trying to run my pockets. Too bad I'm not a fool. Hey, yo. Yo, DDLC here. Thank you for that sub. Welcome to the Booty Bandits. Appreciate you. That's just natural hops to look animated. Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you for the love. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I will lend you some. But there's one more thing. You were always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means that you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just, something in my book. Yuri. Terazo let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved with like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford, or put on a credit card. Don't listen to me, as long as you pay the credit card off. This is not financial advice. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I didn't mean it like that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That, still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? I don't like that. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Damn. Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Yo, low-key, speaking of cookies, bro, I got some fudge stripes upstairs that will go hard with some milk, bro. Oh my god, that sounds immaculate right now. I kind of want that. We'll get through this day, and I might go get a snack. Details here, you said that's why Sayori is not S tier. She's a little dependent, true? Not an imposter button, though, right? You like that little sound effect? I actually remembered to turn on my soundboard today. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. So it was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours is really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. I'm so really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. I knew it. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful of Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. Well, drew up anyway. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't where you played music as well, Monica. I don't, really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Rizo. Monica swallows mouse. Monica smiles sweetly. Damn it. No, I want some cookies, right? I need it. I haven't bit my tongue in a very long time. I remember one time I bit it so bad though that it like started bleeding, and that was my worst day of my life to date. Well, not actually, but in short term, yes. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean to pressure you or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love for the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm not sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Yo, I can only play piano with one hand because I don't understand bass clef. But like, imagine being able to rip this on a keyboard. Like, I could play marimba. I don't know if y'all know what a marimba is, but it's basically like a piano, but it's like huge and use mallets to play it. That used to be my jam back in the day. If y'all didn't know, I used to be a percussionist. Hey, Yuri. Eh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No, I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a water filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk. Then we'll go get some water. She walks past and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Yes, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Eh? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Rizo. Hold up. I just realized we're dropping frames over here. Is it back? Is it back? How's the stream look, y'all? I shouldn't be messing up. And my CPU usage is down. Alright, we should be back. We should be good now. Sorry about that, y'all. Boom. Now let's go, Rizo. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Oh shit. Once and always, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, I just Something about the way she said that. It made me so irritated. Seems good. Appreciate you, Garo. Thank you, brother. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Rizo, how come even when I'm doing something bad, you're being nice to me? Because you got big boobs. Nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them anyway. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Ah, no. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friends, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Rizo, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Rizo, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything less than when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try express myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Rizo. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I'll watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Rizo, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can't read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. My character is an idiot. I can tell you why. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolates as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it in my hand that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I used all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. I'm sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens up the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it out to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Raizo, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? Let me see. GLaDOS, you said... I'm going in blind. So if y'all can refrain from spoilers, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going in blind. Also, thank you guys for the likes. If you guys haven't done so already and you're enjoying the stream, feel free to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button too. GLaDOS, how are you, fam? Good seeing you again. I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then, you don't need anything to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. Friend, she said right. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, hands shaking, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling in rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Ah! Ah! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Raizo, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups, I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much of a word between us. Also, yes, Yuri peeked. Thank you. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's start with Yuri. Naturally. Let's see, what have you written for today? Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Raizo. This one might be even better than yesterday's. Come on! We're winning! I'm getting my purple hair waifu. Let's go! How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really want to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Well, I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. Now that Yuri likes to think before she speaks. To offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. This probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. Hold on, I just remember I need to save because I don't know what's going to happen next. Also, I feel like